Here we go, here we go! Go! Ready, ready! Get up! Set! Ready, ready! Set up! Hot, hot! Here we go, set! Ready! Ready up! Set, go! On the ready! Ready! Set! Ready! Set! Hut! Okay, break! Go! Let's go! Set up! Ready, ready! Come on, set! Ready, ready? On the set! Hot, hot!
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and it'll be Hendon Hooker. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Lions and the Raiders, next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First carry for Josh Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 18 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
You know he's proud of his standing as the league's number 3 rusher, and those linemen in front of him, they're just as proud, but they all have the same goal in mind. Get him to number 1 in the league and celebrate a rushing title at the end of the year. That starts with a good game here. 2nd
catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. You talk about this Lions defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
The open man here, Renfrow. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown Raiders! Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players, I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers, because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up second down. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. First down throw here. It's Hooker. And he fins it. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Meanwhile, Hooker's throw complete there to St. Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. You look at this Raiders defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back in the 42. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people go, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. Flush to his right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So the completion gets him just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll drop to throw. It gets it right back to Mayer. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. There he goes left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 7. Throwing. Hooker escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Come on.
Following the fumble recovery, Hooker. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Hooker. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Looking to throw, Hooker. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Hooker now off play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go, here we go.
Hooker's going to throw it. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Davante Adams. He's got a first and maybe more. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Detroit's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd down, Hooker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And the Raiders have got him. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Returnable here from the 38. The Raiders offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. But not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Hooker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. It's Desmond Ridder with a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And Oliver, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now. Off play action. Here's Hooker sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action. Here's Hooker. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. On the give. Here's Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Here's Hooker. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hooker to throw it. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught here by Adams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's second down and 5.
Ready.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Carlson is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing. Hooker. Shakes off the sack. Run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
Indeed means action.
Exactly.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Raiders on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 31-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a play fake here on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. Able to put this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met it as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Hooker now, 3rd and long. They've got his man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. And off down to Gibbs. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Hooker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hooker's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the gun, it's Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Hooker. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown Lions. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them. This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Robinson with another carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Back to throw, Hooker. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Detroit, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.